माइंस रूल की वीडियो सीरीज में आज हम लोग चैप्टर 7 एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ पर्संस जिसमें रूल 46 टू 52 है इसके बारे में जानेंगे। एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ पर्संस चैप्टर में रूल 46 पर्संस होल्डिंग पोजीशंस ऑफ सुपरविजन और मैनेजमेंट etc वीकली डे ऑफ रेस्ट 47 में है। रूल 48 notice regarding hours of working 49 compensatory day of rest 50 exemption from hours and limitation of employment 51 termination of employment and 52 employment of apprentice and trainees। ये रूल है। रूल 46 persons holding positions of supervision and management etc for the purpose of section 37 the following shall be deemed to be persons holding position of supervision or management or employed in confidential capacity: manager, under manager, underground manager, assistant manager, ventilation officer and safety officer, mining, electrical and mechanical engineer, foreman, overman, sardar and mate, mechanical and electrical foreman and electrical supervisor, surveyor or assistant surveyor, medical officer, chemist, assessor, metallurgist and welfare or personal officer, any other persons who in opinion of chief inspector hold a position of supervision or management। इन लोगों को सेक्शन 37 के तहत जो सुपरविजन और मैनेजमेंट कैपेसिटीज की बोला हुआ है ये कंसिडर किया जाएगा। वीकली डे ऑफ रेस्ट for the purpose of section 28 and 29 a day of rest for any person shall mean period of rest of at least 24 consecutive hours। सेक्शन 28 एंड 29 के लिए जो वीकली डे ऑफ रेस्ट होते हैं उसके लिए मिनिमम 24 घंटा का रेस्ट होना है। देयर शैल बी पोस्टेड अप इन conspicuous place outside the office of every mine a notice showing the weekly day of rest. Where the weekly day of rest is not same day for all persons employed in mine, the notice shall show the day of rest allowed to each relay or set of persons or individual। आउटसाइड प्लेस में जगह में इसके नोटिस देना है वीकली डे ऑफ रेस्ट में जहाँ पे एक ही दिन श्रमिका नहीं है वहाँ पे जिन सेट ऑफ पर्सन्स की रिले के लिए या इंडिविजुअल्स के लिए अलग अलग डे का रेस्ट है वो नोटिस में देना है। नोटिस रिगार्डिंग आवर्स ऑफ वर्किंग The notice of hours of working refers in subsection 1 of section 36 shall maintain in form A. In addition to particulars specified in section 1 and 3 of section 36, the notice shall also show in particulars in the system in which periodical change of shifts are made for all or each set of persons employed in mine। A copy of the notice shall affix in the first page of register maintained in form B, C, D and E। E जो फॉर्म्स है ये चेंज हो गया 2017 की रूल के हिसाब से फॉर्म बी सी डी ई अभी चेंज हो करके फॉर्म बी नया फॉर्म ए हो गया, सी डी ई अभी एक ही साथ मार्च हो गया। Compensatory day of rest the compensatory day of rest allowed under subsection 1 of section 29 shall be so spaced in that in any 1 week not more than 2 such days shall be allowed to any person। On or before last day of every month there shall be display on notice board outside the office of the mine a list of persons who have not been allowed compensatory day of rest during that month and dates on which compensatory day of rest will be allowed to them in the following 2 months। In the event of persons being discharged or dismissed, such number of compensatory days as are due to him shall not revoked as part of any period of notice to which he is entitled under any rule, award, agreement, or contract of service, and he shall be allowed as such compulsory day of rest before the date of his discharge or dismissal. There shall be maintained every mine a register of compulsory day of rest in Form F. This also says exemption from hours and limitation of employment. For the purpose of Section 39 of the Act, male adults employed in a mine on any work specified in column 1 of the fourth schedule shall be exempted from provisions of the section of the Act specified in column 2, subject to such condition as are specified in column 3. Termination of employment. When the employment of a person in a mine is terminated, whether by the way of dismissal, discharge, or otherwise, or whether such persons leave the employment, the date of such termination or leave shall be entered against his name in the register maintained in Form B. अभी ये फॉर्म ये हो गया. Employment of apprentice and trainees. No apprentice or trainees of the age of 16 to 18 years shall be employed in mine except under immediate supervision of competent persons, and no such apprentice or trainee shall be employed in mine in any work which is unduly arduous or in close proximity of any machine involving risks of injury from any moving part of the machine or at any place where dust produced in mining operation is known to constitute a hazard to health. ये चैप्टर 7 की यही था. थैंक यू फॉर हेयरिंग अस.